Hey guys, today is March the 2nd, and I'm going to do another LeetCode daily challenge. So let's start. Okay, partition array according to given pivot. You are given a zero index integer array nums and an integer pivot. Rearrange nums such that the following conditions are satisfied. Every element less than pivot appears before every element greater than pivot. Every element equal to pivot appears in between the elements less than equal to pivot. The relative order of elements less than pivot and elements greater than pivot is maintained. Okay. More formally, consider every pi, pj, where pi is the new position of the element of the ith element, and pj is the new position of the jth element. I is less than j, and both elements are smaller or larger than pivot. If I is less than j, and both elements are smaller or larger than pivot, then pi less than pj. Return nums after the rearrangement. So originally they give us this integer array with a pivot 10. So just without, I don't know like any approach just yet, but maybe I could just look at an example of this. So this would be our result right here. What happens if we just start from left to right? So like, I guess we could just start with like this pointer that points to the 9. And then we'll see that 9 is less than 10. Nine is less than the pivot, so it will go here. 12 is greater than the pivot, so it's gonna go in the back. 12 is greater than the pivot, so it goes to the end. I don't know yet. And then 5 is less than the pivot, so it should go here, but not really. Oh. Yeah, it should go there. Then 10 is the same as the pivot, so I don't know what that would look like. 10. I think yeah, I haven't done LeetCode enough to know if it's cheating if I create 3 arrays and then I will just concatenate those 3 arrays, and then you could kind of think of them as this plus this plus this, where the first array is everything like smaller than the pivot. Over here is all of the like anything that's equal to the pivot, and then this is greater than pivot, and then all we just need to do is traverse from left to right. So I think I'll do that because that's all I could think of right now, and we'll go from there. But I think ideally you don't want to use extra space. You just they want you to just like swap stuff, right? But I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna say small. Maybe smaller, equal, and larger. And these are all just going to be empty arrays to start out with. So then we just go for n in nums. If n is pivot equal dot append n, else if n is less than the pivot, then it should go into smaller, right? Smaller dot append n, else there's only one other thing, but we'll just explicitly say n is greater than the pivot, then larger dot append n, and then when we're done, we just return the smaller plus equal plus larger. Okay, that works. Let's run it. Awesome. Okay, I don't know if this is the intended way because this seems quite easy, or maybe it was like a little hacky, but let me see. Dynamic lists. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so that's fine. It's O of n time and space. Yeah. But then there's a fixed array, which is O of 1 space. And then single pass, which is O1. Yeah, I guess I'm not too worried about upsolving it. I'm just gonna cut this video short. Anyways, yeah, that's the general idea for today's problem, and see you guys tomorrow.